My family found out I got married 6 months ago, and Thanksgiving is kind of ruined. I grew up as the practice child. That's what my mother called me once, when she thought I couldn't hear. The rough draft before my sister Vanessa turned out perfect. My mother has always been controlling, but with me, it was suffocating. She picked my clothes until I was 16. She read my diary and defended it by saying parents have a right to know everything. She called my college roommate to check if I was really where I said I was. When I was 25, she showed up at my apartment and let herself in with a key I didn't know she had copied. With Vanessa, it was different. Vanessa got privacy. Vanessa got trust. Vanessa got a massive wedding with 300 guests that my mother planned for 18 months. My Aunt Ruth was the only one who ever called it out. She'd pull me aside at family events and tell me I wasn't crazy. When my mother threw out my childhood journals during a cleaning spree, Aunt Ruth drove 3 hours to take me to dinner and let me cry. When I got my first real job across the country, my mother guilt-tripped me for weeks. Aunt Ruth sent me a care package with a note that said, "Fly far." She came to my college graduation when my mother refused to sit through a 4-hour ceremony in the heat. She helped me move into my first apartment when my mother said she was too busy. She's been more of a mother to me than my own ever was. My mother has always needed to control the narrative. When Vanessa got engaged, my mother announced it on Facebook before Vanessa could tell anyone. She posted photos of the ring, called family members, sent group texts. Vanessa was furious, but my mother said she was just excited and didn't see the problem. That's when I knew. If I ever got engaged, I couldn't tell her. So when my partner Austin proposed last year, I told Aunt Ruth and no one else from my family. She was thrilled for me and asked what we were planning. I said we wanted something small and private. She said she understood completely. And my mother got diagnosed with breast cancer. Stage 2, treatable, but she milked it for everything it was worth. She posted daily updates on social media with photos of herself looking brave. She called me crying about her mortality. She told everyone she was terrified and needed her family close. I flew home. I stayed for 2 weeks. I went to appointments with her. 3 days before her surgery, Austin and I had planned to get married at a courthouse. Just us, Aunt Ruth as witness, and Austin's brother. We'd been planning it for months. Chose the date because it was the anniversary of our first date. I didn't want to postpone it, and honestly, I knew my mother's surgery would go fine. The doctor said it was routine, but I knew if I told her, she'd make it about herself. She'd guilt-trip me for planning a wedding while she was dying. She'd demand we postpone. She'd find a way to make my wedding day about her cancer. So I didn't tell her. I left her house the morning of the surgery, told her I'd be back that evening, and Austin and I drove 4 hours to the courthouse. Aunt Ruth met us there with flowers. We got married in 15 minutes. It was perfect. I went back to the hospital that evening. My mother's surgery went perfectly. I stayed another week. She never knew. Austin and I decided we'd tell people eventually, but it was nice being married without everyone's opinions. My mother recovered fully. Life went on. Then Aunt Ruth posted a birthday message to Austin on Facebook. "Happy birthday to my wonderful nephew-in-law. So glad you're part of the family." She tagged both of us. My mother called 30 seconds later. The screaming was immediate. "You got married? When? How dare you not tell me?" My sister Vanessa texted, "You got married without telling anyone? That's actually insane." Mom's having a breakdown. My mother's best friend called, "Your poor mother is devastated after everything she's been through with cancer. And you did this?" My cousin, who I haven't spoken to in years. "Wow. Didn't know you were capable of something this selfish." And my mother called again. Not to ask about Austin. Not to ask about the wedding. Not to ask if I was happy. She said, "How could you do this to me? Everyone's asking me about your wedding and I had to find out on Facebook. I had cancer. I was literally fighting for my life and you were off getting married in secret like you're ashamed of your own family." I asked her if she even wanted to meet Austin. She said, "That's not the point. The point is, I'm your mother.